since we're scrapping the Pronman talk until next week, let's you threw out some fun stuff today from I don't know, arguably the more shocking of the picks this year in Rasmus Kumpulainen. I don't know. Let's start there. What was a bigger surprise to you, taking Stramel or taking Kumpulainen at their spots?
Probably Stramel, just on the year he had, and
like, was Kumpulainen on your like second round radar?
Yeah, I mean, like, yes and no, because that profile is so intriguing for if you're an NHL team. And like, I mean, that fucking waste of a World Juniors tournament in the last summer. He was with Finland and he looked pretty fucking good. What was that? You know what? That might have been Holink, actually. Those tournaments were going at the same time, and it broke my fucking brain. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, either way, as an underager, whether it was the World Juniors or the Holinka, it might have been the Holinka, I think about it. But either way, he looked really fucking good there too as a draft -1. But I mean, again, like, that profile of player typically goes round 2 anyways, so it didn't shock me like big time. It was maybe a reach, but at the same time, like, we've talked about this 1,000 times. 3 players they got the first 2 rounds, like, doesn't matter. I don't really fucking care.
I was baffled that height made it to the end of the second.
I still don't get it. Hey, he's over 6 feet tall, so I don't get it. I don't fucking understand.
And everyone be like, let's go Wild picks. Beautiful. Like, subscribe. We love you all. If we get enough subscribers, which right now we fell a little off pace, so
fuck.
Tell your dad, tell your brother, doesn't matter. If you want a shot at the Mick Golden mirror, we need to hit 1,000 before puck drop of the opening night. So figure it out.
Yeah, it's on you guys, not us. It's not on us at all.
I can't subscribe more than like 7 times. So
I can't convince people that we're worth following.
I also don't even believe that you're subscribed.
I am. I double checked 6 times the other day, actually. I just want to make sure.
You double checked 6 times. So did you check 12 times?
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Underselling it.
The other guy that we mentioned beforehand that we have to talk about, I mean, it's one of the guys we led with as being called up as soon as the unfortunate Cooley news was unveiled. Jimmy Clark heading to the U of M, gonna be a Gopher. I mean, what are we expecting out of this?
It's going to be a big step up from the league he was in. Obviously, I do think he's ready to play college hockey. I think in an ideal world, yes, he's doing one more year in the USHL and continue to be in an elevated role. But he's not going to be heavily leaned on to like be their dynamic playmaker at University of Minnesota. Gives him another year to play with really fucking good players. And I think it's like a bit of a tip of the cap. Be like, hey, we lost Cooley, so let's see if Jimmy Clark wants to come play like a year that he was playing on it. And again, it's like really fucking good player. I still think he was a crazy steal in like the 7th round. So good for him, man. Like, he's a good player. I think he'll be. I hope people don't expect him to put up like crazy numbers. But I think how he operates, how smart he is with the puck in the offensive zone, and like some of the plays he's able to make, I think he could be a really good complementary piece on a solid fucking team. So so good for him. So I think he's definitely ready to play. It's going to be a big step up. So we'll see how much he actually produces, how much they lean on him. But in a sheltered-ish role, I think he could be a really good fucking college hockey player. So good for him.
Nice. And yeah, I don't know. There might be people that just scream as they listen to this, but I feel like Gopher fans are a lot more realistic than Wild fans in general. Now, don't get me wrong, Gopher fans
are that's college hockey
with like the elitist like view, like, oh yeah, we should be in the Frozen Four every year, and it's just kind of handed to us. but I think most Gopher fans like know what it's like for a freshman to come in. Like none of the Gopher fans expected what they saw from Cooley and Snuggerud. Like it's more Wild fans that
and those were two first-round picks. Those were two first-round picks too. And Jimmy Clark only has a 7th-round pick. So,
I mean, that's only 6 later.
Yeah, true. It's single digits. Now I think about it. You know what? He better fucking win the Hobie.
Right. It's gonna happen.
But yeah, I think fucking hour 52, and it's so funny.
Yeah. Up to you. You had it wasn't a typo, I hope, that you put KHL instead of SHL, but that's the only thing left that you wanted to cover. So up to you.
Realistically, so I'll just mention. So the KHL season, the regular season officially kicks off a week from today. Well, I guess when you're listening, unless you're live, all 11 of you. Thursday, the 1st of September, that's KHL day 1. But with Scott, there were in the preseason, there were a few moments or a few shifts each game where we had a line of Khusnutdinov with Matvei Michkov and Ivan Demidov. And oh my God, it was unfucking believable. You had Khusnutdinov, who essentially does like everything, maybe not at an elite level outside of skating, but very fun to watch. One of the best complementary forwards coming up. You have Matvei Michkov, who, if he was not playing in Russia, would have challenged for 1st overall this past season, who set records in every fucking Russian junior league. And then you had Demidov, who, I mean, he's even got like more tools and just like more in his arsenal, maybe not at the same level, but just like more in his tool bag than Michkov did on the same line. And it was sick. Like every time they had the puck the whole time that they were on the ice. And it was like no one could even like touch them. Like no one was coming close to them. And I mean, Demidov has been ripping it up in the preseason in the KHL. He's so fucking good. Like he should challenge number 1 overall, dude. So like he is that guy.
Playing on a line like that make the difference in him making the push for the 1 overall? Or does that get held against him in some way?
No, I honestly would say like I think anyone that's been tracking and watching him for the last year or two knows, like, in terms of just like raw talent, he's right there. There's just it's so tough gauging it with Russia, not just because of the geopolitical thing. It's been tough forever.
Yeah,
trying to figure out exactly what a player is.
I mean, unless
their development is just so fucking weird.
Yeah. What's his contract situation?
Not even remotely close to what. So that's the other thing too. I say like
is he up at the end of this year and he's going to get extended, or does he already have 1 more year and that's probably his out?
Well, I'll tell you in a second. Either way, like even if he is up, his draft, like he's not going to come right over. I don't think.
No, it's more if he had 1 more year, that's perfect because then he's got 1 more year and then he comes. But if he has this year, they try and strong arm him into a 2 or 3 year deal.
Current contract's up 24-25.
So that's pretty much what you can expect then.
Yep.
Which, I mean, 2 years, that's not bad. And I mean, Michkov already said that he's leaving after 1 more year, so apparently contracts aren't real.
What a statement. Yeah, I'll be breaking that shit. Don't worry about it. What? Yeah, it's fine, guys. Just fucking take me, baby.
Honestly, if he had fallen to Washington, I wouldn't for a second doubt that Ovi goes over and he's just like, Putin, let him fucking come over now. I'll come back and give you a nice little like glory tour, play for a couple years in the K for you, but let this boy come over and help me break Gretzky's record. Thank you.
Listen, Pooty. Listen, Poots.
Pooty.
Poots. Pooty.
Pooty. Oh,
Listen, Pootie. Let him come over. Let him cook with me. We'll come back.
Daddy Vladdy.
Yeah. Well, either way, though, when they're on the ice together, those three, oh my God, it's so fun to watch. And Yurov, I told you earlier, fucking sniped earlier. Like today, I think they actually had him on the fourth line again, which I was like, no, please God, no. Please fucking God, no. But yeah, I don't give a fuck about face. I've said this before. I don't really care about face-offs. That's one thing that every player can absolutely. There's not something. I'm not trying to carve Mateo here, my guy.
Yeah,
I don't really
sound like that at all.
Well, no, well, our other. Fuck it, I'll say it then.
What kind of fucking idiot would say this? No disrespect though.
No. Well, it was like when we did the crossover pod. Like I remember Justin brought up face-offs a few times, and I was like, I don't give a fuck how good they are at face-offs at 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. Sidney Crosby was a dog shit. He was dog shit at the face-off dot.
Well, because you can't work on face-offs against your washing machine. Like,
that's a good point. Yeah. So Beckman will never be able to take one because he's going to be shooting pucks in his driveway forever.
Yeah, you can't
manage to bring it up. Manage to find a way. Let's fucking go.
Check the box. Obligatory.
God. Yeah, my arm was itching for so long. I was like, I have to fucking bring this up somehow.